And we're starting. It says excellent connection.
Mm-hmm. Hi everybody, welcome back for more Dragon Quest. I'm Mary the Rabbit.
I'm James.
Kitty may or may not be joining us. I don't know about anyone else, but... Sorry, my throat's a bit wrecked right now. I did just kind of have a nap for the last few hours. There we go. Yeah.
Huh. Most games that have bathrooms that you can enter is like almost always um, survival horror.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Games that have bathrooms that you can enter are almost always survival horror.
Yeah, a lot of horror can happen in the bathroom.
Doesn't need to be any different from regular life.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's actually a game about going to the bathroom that is labeled as survival horror. It's meant to be a joke, but yeah.
And let's just put a link down here.
The game,
Yeah.
yeah, the game in question, which I believe is Flash, so good luck playing it. Now is called "Don't Shit Your Pants."
Oh, yeah, that's... I think that's a text adventure.
Kind of. It does
But
have like
the goal of the
graphics.
game is, as stated, to not do that, which proves to be excruciatingly difficult.
Oh, nice already. Falcon Sword. Man, these guys, they don't want to get hit.
When we go out into the wild and we attack you, you're meant to want to get hit. Darth Bear. I am altering the bear. Pray I do not alter it further.
Too late, I'm altering it. Skull guns. Oh, just a sec.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I should actually have the YouTube channel open. Let's go. Honestly, I don't expect anyone to be in there. If you're watching this in the future, leave a comment, you know? Explicitly identify which one of us is your favorite so we get in a fight. That's always fun. Yeah.
Okay, back.
I've just seen your episode description. I think this counts as grindcore. It is not. Yeah, that's not what grindcore is.
Oh.
Music to grind levels to.
Kinda boring. Tweet. Alright, got the one. Oh no, kitty.
Oh. Oh, the kitty in the game, not the... Not either kitty cat herder or a real cat.
Okay, just the one. Hopefully it does not run before we slay it. And it ran.
It ran so far away, ran all night and day.
Couldn't get away. Do 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 do. Okay, just because you took 1 point of damage doesn't mean you're allowed to run. No one gave you that permission. Okay, now the bear's running.
Yeah, every monster you ever meet from now on will just run away.
I mean, that's kind of a thing in some games. I know
Yeah.
Earthbound, when you're high enough level.
Earthbound does that and has the if you catch them you automatically win thing, which is really great, like for level grinding purposes and stuff,
Yep.
as well as being a very cool thematic thing. It's like, yeah, you can get powerful enough that everything just runs from you.
Earthbound, unfortunately, has the problem of super secret ultimate weapon right after a point of no return, so there's very little
Yeah.
reason to actually get it.
Earthbound has a lot of weird decisions like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Although
There's
it's
the
still good.
It is still good. There's a reason it's so fondly remembered, but also you can look back at it and go, oh, right, yeah. There's some just completely bonkers design decisions in there. Not always for the best, but enough of them are good that people talk about those ones.
Of course.
There's the KC Bat, the really high attack stat bat that you can get from NES. You'll pick it up and go, oh cool, an upgrade, and equip it, and then suddenly never be able to ever attack anyone with it again because it has like 10% accuracy or something stupid. Probably a lot more than that, but when you miss, it feels like that's what's happening.
Yeah. I feel like some of the items could have used better descriptions, like all the yo-yos and the slingshots. The whole those also have weird accuracy and also can't really do a crit with those. Mm. I'm thinking, like, it would be nice if Earthbound was remade with those quality of life changes, but that's probably not going to happen because of
It would never happen.
Sony has the music rights.
Yeah. Rights issues do get in the way of a lot of things like this. You can see fan-made patches that fix these things, like ROM hacks added. Like, there are a few ROM hacks for Earthbound that are more or less essential if you're playing it. But you're never going to see them in official releases for various rights issues. Sorry for reasons of various rights issues. Man.
Also, in Earthbound's Beginnings remake is pretty much necessary. That's not gonna happen. Earthbound Beginnings desperately needs one.
Yeah.
I have played through it and beaten it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I have. Agility Seed.
Can't believe we're doing another 4-hour level grinding stream.
Oh wow, do I actually have the lowest agility? By 1 point, but yes.
Yeah. Super interesting. The most interesting thing we're gonna see on stream all day. Yeah. Oh well. I do have more art to finish doing.
Oh neat, you're doing art.
Yeah. Oh, not anything you'd really care about.
I absolutely would.
So,
Excuse me.
honestly, I'm drawing a VTuber friend because she and I made a bet during the Blood Bowl League over an IndieMade server. Oh, whoever loses has to draw the winner, and the thing is, neither of us lost because it was a draw game because we run the two most defensive teams in the entire game. Which is a complete stalemate, which is hilarious considering that every other match we've had has been a blowout one way or the other.
So you got the sitcom ending.
Yeah. Strictly speaking, I don't have to do this. I'm just like, you know what? I'll honor the intent of the agreement.
$44. Wow, he got a lot of agility out of that.
Unfortunately, I have no focus for art right now, so I'm just kind of stuck in the same bit I was yesterday.
Wow, both the bear and the slime ran.
Welcome back to Progress Quest.
We're not making a whole lot of it.
Yeah. George did that whole Progress Quest stream that's still, like, there's a redeem on his channel that just shows you what progress has been made in the game where you have zero input on anything.
Hey! Progress. More luck.
I completely forget why we called this character that.
Me too. I might have just needed a name.
So, are you changing your equipment every fight?
Well, it's to
Oh,
get...
this is the double attack one. Yeah. Honestly, if you're looking only for metal slimes, you might as well just equip that as default, even if it's bad equipment.
Well, yeah,
Because
but I do want to,
you don't want to waste the turn in fights with metal slimes. Against anything else, you can tank it for a turn.
Yeah, but equipping does not waste a turn.
Oh, okay. Alright then, I guess we're gonna keep doing this.
Oh, no, I want that. Alright. Ooh. Sorry, Mary.
Help me. Help me.
What are you, a fly now?
Yeah.
Ah, crap. Oh. Ugh. Well, that was successful.
Well, that just happened. Thunder, thunder, thundercats. Oh. No. Oh well.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I think the. Let me tell you about this hole where it takes 4 days for something to reach the bottom. Let me tell you about it again. Let's cross the tree bands above the hole, or the tree above the hole that takes 4 days to get to the bottom of. Oh, look at that, the tree fell. Now it'll take 4 days for that to get to the bottom. That's the only thing I remember from that show. Is some guy just talking about this hole.
Many of my online friends just talk about hole all the time.
A 4-day hole? Thunder Sword. Oh, missed the bears. Okay, that's one. And it ran. Glad post-game stuff in later games aren't balanced around grinding a million hours. I hope that luck means something. Mary learns sacrifice.
Please don't kill.
Of course. You know what? There's only two. And the bear fled. What is with these bears? This is grindcore.
Yeah, James. I'm honestly not sure that 4 hours of grinding is the most entertaining thing we could be doing.
So how was your day?
It was my day. James, I have gotten not enough sleep for months on end. I have zero attention span. It is a wonder I can do my job at all. Also, somehow, I got a notification saying a package I ordered had been delivered, which, was something I was expecting. Except they took a photo of someone else's package being delivered to that person as the proof they delivered my package. So understandably, I don't have it.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know who on this entire street they've decided to give my package to. And I'm like, well, I'm glad this was something cheap that I don't particularly care about losing. Like, it's mildly inconvenient, but I can just get another one.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
uh,
What you laughing at, James?
I suddenly remembered that Ben freakazoid about the beavers.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was like in the first episode, and there was like a subplot about a guy turning beavers to gold. And that it ended up being Freakazoid flipping out on him for doing that. or vague understanding of the theory of relativity. Alright, the pills.
Bill's here. I've already taken my pills for tonight.
You know, I guess it's a good time to, talk about this. Is it just me, or does 5e feel like it just copied 3.5's homework and changed some stuff to make it seem
James,
different?
I am going to level with you. I haven't played Dungeons and Dragons in 10 years and I don't care.
Okay.
All jokes aside, yeah, 3.5 kind of does lead into 5th edition. They rolled back the things people were complaining about in 4th edition, as far as I hear. But because of that, it just means they end up with, instead of it being a continuation of the previous edition as usual, it kind of branches off there, continues the one before that. D&D isn't actually a good game, and you should try literally any other RPG, please.
Yeah, of course.
Like, it has a lot of cultural cachet, but it's not always the best for what you're trying to do, and sometimes it's an active impediment.
Right. But also, man, if... Okay, is the stream crashing? Okay, I don't think it is. Okay. Says YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I'm sure that's not gonna be too bad though. Yeah, it's not too bad. Huh, chat disconnected. That's not good. That is actually not
Oh no,
good.
we've lost all the people in chat. Ah, yeah.
Okay, it's connected. Suddenly a car just drives into my walls. Huh, that seems bad. Oh, is anyone in the voice chat though?
No. James, no one is here for this grinding stream. God.
Fair enough.
I'm not sure why you think anyone would be here. 'Cause I really don't have anything to say about this.
This is the death of disco.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything that we're hearing about the whole Unity licensing change just gets worse and worse.
Yep.
Cannot believe how bad it's apparently got.
But it is getting more lawsuit worthy as well.
Yeah. One of the things I saw is they're not, bless you, they're not extending the changes to anyone who uses Unity to make gambling games. And their definition of gambling games is not the same as the US State Department's definition of gambling that is worthy of taxation. Therefore, it is possible to thread the needle and make a game that is both a gambling game and not a gambling game.
Of course. But also, the EU just would not. Goes against EU laws. So.
Oh yeah, so much goes against EU laws. Unfortunately, the UK isn't part of the EU anymore.
Oh yeah.
So we're stuck with it.
Yeah, but that's still a lot of people. Oh, wait. Might be targeting the wrong person there. Not targeting the summoner. Yeah, see? So, like... Speaking of other video games, I guess this is... No.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so... Baldur's Gate had, like, novels, and they were hated because it was basically a first draft that they just published as is. Like, apparently the writer was expecting to get, like, feedback on it, and they just published it.
Because that is how it is with licensed novels, as you go, okay, here's my first draft, is there anything you want to change about the characters or the setting to make it better fit the whole thing? It's how a lot of novels work, really, is you do get feedback from a publisher going, yeah, these chapters are far too long, or this character feels superfluous to the story, is there a reason they're here? And so you do see a lot of things in novels get cut out before they're published. Like, the most famous example being the first 3 Harry Potter novels were very tightly edited, a lot of things were dropped from them to make them publishable, and the later ones were not.
Yep.
That's why they get twice as long after that point, because nobody wanted to say no to J.K. Rowling.
You really should have said no.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
But the Baldur's Gate novels are infamously bad.
And then they published a
There's even a
5e
sequel.
sort of a 5e sort of sequel to them. And it's like they treat that as canon for the third Baldur's Gate.
Oh god, it's like the Star Wars Extended Universe all over again. Expanded Universe, that's the word.
Although they apparently do treat the DLC as canon, as well as a character has a certain item that you can only get in the DLC for the first game. No. You know what? Oh, wait, this isn't the Dragon Queen's. Where is I? Oh, wait, yes, it is. Wait. No, it isn't. How did. Huh?
Right, yeah, the player character of, quote unquote, the player character of the Baldur's Gate novelizations is Abdel Adrian, who is, of course, human male fighter. He is. He's not a great character.
Yep. Also, it's funny because the people making Baldur's Gate 3 did like a thing before the game's released where, like, oh, hey, we'll let you mess around with character creation. And then they pointed out that a lot of people made human males, and it's like, and they were like, you have so many options. Why did you. And yet, so many of you chose this.
Yeah, and those books really were not refined at all. There was no pushback from the editors, so they did just end up being, yeah, the main character has this completely like really basic fighting style that never improves. And whenever he goes up against someone stronger, it's just, oh, he unlocks new superpowers. And that's it.
He's an isekai protagonist.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, he's just not a fondly remembered character at all, and anytime he's mentioned in other canon, it's usually to say, oh, he died. Like, he's a guy who could have been the protagonist of the games, but wasn't, because he died.
Also, speaking of the DLC, oh, I use Staff of Affliction. Oh, well, that shouldn't be too bad, I guess. Also, speaking of DLC, I'm currently going through it, and like several quests, I can't. It seems like there's one option that I should be able to choose, and I know I should be able to choose that option because of the guide saying I can. But like, I don't know, for whatever reason, it's not letting me do that. My character's stats, like, my character's charisma is high enough for me to talk to the guy about this. It might be buggy, or it might be, I don't know, something messed up. Definitely. These key, magic map, Parcheesi tickets, King's Letter, Darkness Lamp, Final Key, Sailor's Bone, Rockstar Ring, Mystic Nut. Love the Mystic Nut.
Nut.
Life Nut.
Yeah.
Stamina
I don't
Seed.
fancy Mystic Nut.
Magic Key. Gaia's Sword. You know what? Gaia's Sword, like, might have, like, a cast on it. Cast ability. Give Kitty the Strength Seed. Stamina. Stamilla. Oh, the guy's sword does nothing. Okay. Imagine having a sword that doesn't have a magical effect.
I mean, there's a lot of swords out there that don't have magical effects, James. You can just buy a sword.
Hey, level. Do you have a sword, Mary?
I don't have a sword, James. I don't need one.
Dark Trolls.
Dark Trolls. Yeah. I've never been the kind of person who actually just buys a sword I don't know how to use, and I've never actually got around to learning how to use a sword, so... The SLRPG sprite I drew for myself does have a sword, but I don't even know what her character class is.
I was about to say, what's the gayest class, but that's kind of paladin, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, all three different types of paladin we see in that game are kind of gay. And also it's, you know, a super lesbian animal RPG, so you might as well just append gay to the start of every class name. Amorous gay paladin, gay nature paladin, what's the other one? Resolute gay paladin, that's it.
Hey, confused you. Staff of Judgment. Kind of weird name for a staff that blows wind at you. In fact, if any staff should, like, cast lightning, it should be that. Door Thunder Sword.
Oh, really hammering controls there.
Yeah, that's because I laid it on the desk and standing up to do something.
You okay, James?
I'm okay.
Alright.
Lava World.
Yep.
Get the Magmore Caverns themes playing.
Okay.
But Demon Sword is surprised. Evading Bad Breath. A staple of RPGs, really. Oh, fuck. Metal slimes. Oh, oh, right. Yeah, can't equip the guy a sword, so... was pointless. Sword can't be used by anybody. Also, is
This sword can't be used by anybody.
Also, is it just me, or is the background like a picture that's been painted over?
It could be.
And possibly flipped. Or mirrored.
Yeah, probably mirrored by the looks. No, not quite. Center seems mirrored, but the rest doesn't.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Might be comprised of multiple images.
This lamp is not usable by anyone. Did you know there is a lamp in Baldur's Gate 2 that isn't usable by anyone? Even if you have a thief will use any items, because it's just there to be it's a trap item. If you try and take it out of the dungeon it's in, a genie attacks you.
Like the idol in the first game.
Yeah.
I still have that.
Because I did grow up playing the first two Baldur's Gate games, Icewind Dale, Neverwinter Nights. Then people were saying, oh, Baldur's Gate 3, yeah, I know everything about it, and yeah. There have been a lot of D&D games. God forbid I talk about Eye of the Beholder.
I should try that sometime.
You're gonna try Eye of the Beholder.
You know what? I kind of want to do more.
You know what? Yeah, you can.
Do more of
Do
those
dungeon crawls.
first-person dungeon crawlers on stream.
James, this is like my specialist subject. You can ask me for any kind of recommendations for this. Eye of the Beholder is an old game with a lot of clunkiness to it, and you're gonna I'm gonna dig out maps for you if you play it, because you will get lost.
Oh yeah. Let's see, step guard. Oh, we can't actually walk on the lava. Okay.
Yeah, it's just impassable.
King Hydra. King Hydra sends his regards. Oh, that was a bad idea by me. Turns out it's immune to magic.
Oh no.
Oh, right. She can't equip the Sword of Seduction.
Yeah, like, if you do want to do more dungeon crawlers, Legend of Grimrock and its sequel are kind of the gold standard for them, but there's also fan-made campaigns for both of them. There's a few other modern games of that type, and there's a lot of games for those on old consoles, like quite a few PC exclusive ones too. Like, they, as a genre, kind of died down in the advent of actual 3D, but there's still, like, there's still a few of them that were being made, especially in Eastern Europe, where they remained fairly popular for a long time.
Yeah. Also, man, this King Hydra is just not wanting to die.
Stop him, he's supposed to die. Of course, if you want a more accessible game of that type, there's the likes of Etrian Odyssey or other dungeon crawlers that actually. There's kind of a revival of them in
Japan.
in Japan for a while. Oh no, I suppose those are more turn-based ones like Shin Megami Tensei, so that's probably where they came from.
Of course. Oh wait, does that spell even work on this guy? Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay. Jeez, that guy took a long time. uh,
Oh, did you remember a funny thing from another piece of media again?
it was like a gif of some girl and her cat, and the
Mm-hmm.
cat like girl looks at the cat, and the cat like bites at her hair, and she changes to a shocked expression. Okay, open that chest. Oh boy. Oh wow. I figured. Oh god damn it. Okay, spells. Become iron.
We love casting spells.
Wow, this is my whole spell list, huh?
Yeah?
Okay. With is there like a blunting spell that decreases attack? I don't know, but I do want to increase everyone's defense. Even with defense increased a bunch, everyone still took quite a bit of damage. Okay, I'm tired of this music. Let's... Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. Let's play in silence.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I do not have any music of my own to play over.
Yeah.
I...
This is why you need to learn how to make music, James.
It sure is. Damn it.
What music have you been listening to anyway? Like, just recently?
Video game music.
Of course, I shouldn't expect anything else out of you. I don't know what I expected. I'm sorry.
Hey, you reached level 42.
Yeah. I now have the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Come on, there's got to be some like public domain music you can put over this. Alternatively, other video game music.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. First, I gotta turn down YouTube so that, you know, no horrible ads play.
Do you not have an ad blocker, James? Do
Not
you
on
not
my
have
phone.
uBlock Origin? Oh no. Do you not have... Oh, what is the... There's a couple of YouTube players that get around ads, even if you, like me, refuse to pay for, you know, removing ads from YouTube, a site that didn't have ads before.
And it's only gotten worse about ads over time.
Yeah, it's only gotten worse. I use YouTube Revanced, which is, like, I've just got pretty much everything about YouTube switched off because I don't care about it. I just want to watch the videos that I want to watch and nothing else.
Okay. Okay, here. Here's some music. I'll turn it down a bit, actually. might be a bit loud.
What video game is this from?
Devil Survivor.
Right.
It's also a song that you hear a lot while grinding, actually.
James, I hate to tell you this, level grinding in video games is not something I enjoy at all.
Oh, that's
It's-
a metal enemy.
Yeah. Like, there are some people who do enjoy level grinding, I am not one of them. Yep. What a thrilling stream we're doing tonight. I genuinely don't know what we're doing.
Okay, this is a different song.
Yeah, James, I can barely hear that, and I don't care because why would I want to hear tinny music coming out of your phone? If I wanted that, I would go on the bus.
Another kid going by.
You know what? Let's go look up dungeoncrawlers.org. Let's see what dungeon crawlers I can just ramble about. Honestly, most of my experience in this genre is going to be Amiga games, so that's not great for you. Just the Digital Devil sagas. Just the Doom RPGs.
Oh yeah, those.
George actually streamed a couple of those. Actually, I think just streamed the first one for a couple of episodes, really. And they're good for what they are, which is phone RPGs set in the Doom universe that were released in the days before smartphones. So they're very basic.
Yeah.
God, there are so many anime dungeon crawlers.
Oh man, there's the one in Digimon Universe.
Of course.
That episode was fun. Oh, and another song started up.
Dungeon Master, the old classic. Like, that was genre defining, then you go back and play it and you're like, oh yeah, every floor of this dungeon is just one very long, twisty corridor. It's not designed that well. The level up system is you get better at things as you do them, so you're mostly just going to be throwing items at air to level up your ninja skills. And they are called ninja, yeah.
God.
And Dungeon Master as a franchise just never caught up with the genre. Like, everything after it was, well,
Then I'll
Dodge
grant you
Dragon,
another. Wait, I think this text is wrong.
I'll grant you another naughty book from my collection, says the God Dragon.
Yeah, the dialogue was a bit off there.
No, that's normal. Alright, there are so many of these that are Eastern European developers. Because it was just a very popular genre there, and you just stuck around that for a long time. And I'm looking at every even vaguely nice looking one that's on Steam and going, okay, are any of these actually good? And quite a lot of them are, this is a completely unpolished game. This is early access that was never finished. Is this one turn-based? I don't care much for turn-based ones, but I'm like, man, I found at least one I want to check out now.
Oh, we're not dealing with this. Ah, crap. No, I don't want to press that.
Too bad, James. You've been banished to the advert dimension for 10,000 years.
I hate how they have ads laid out in the mobile version.
I hate ads in general. I think they should be illegal.
Yes.
Like, I know that's completely impractical and not a thing that's ever going to happen, but I always feel if you're going to negotiate over something, you say, this is what I feel it should be. Like, this is my perfect world version of it. Now you have to talk me down from that. And in that perfect world, there are no ads anywhere. I have little enough attention span as it is for ads popping up in the corner of everything. And I never want to buy anything from them. I always resent them.
Okay, I guess that was a bad idea. God, would have killed them to put some chainmail slimes if they're gonna make a dungeon that requires you to be like level 60?
Yeah.
Hmm. Fallout New Vegas meme where it's the you call throwing dynamite around martial art, only the guy throwing dynamite is easy Pete.
Hey, it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people end up killing Easy Pete.
Well, yeah,
Not
he's
quite as
easy.
many as people playing Morrowind and killing Fargoth right at the start.
From what I hear, if you don't, he comes back so much stronger.
Okay.
Or is that some other guy I'm thinking out about?
That's probably some other guy that you're thinking of because Fargoth is the annoying elf guy in the first town who wants you to do a quest for him, who you can also rob in a different quest.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know there's a.
He's the guy with the lost healing ring. He's not relevant outside the first turn. He's not Fargoth Ha 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 ha.
Oh,
Take a fur, take a fur.
huh.
You're different people. Have you never played Morrowind games?
I have, but I've never really stuck to it. I get a few hours in and then I just go do something else.
James, you're not gonna want to stream the entirety of Morrowind, but if you ever did,
I mean, it would be interesting.
yeah.
I somehow have 200 hours in Skyrim, and yet I can't stay with Morrowind.
Yeah, I don't actually remember playing through much Skyrim, and I genuinely could not tell you how many hours I have in it. I'm gonna have to check that. 'Cause I don't think I ever got that far into that. Playtime 7.9 hours. Compared to Oblivion, playtime 49.7 hours. Morrowind, since it's not on Steam, or wasn't when I was playing it, doesn't count the hundreds of hours I probably put into that.
Yeah.
Morrowind is good, even if it's rough around the edges.
Daggerfall is a better Skyrim.
Mm-hmm. Listen, no one is contesting that.
Yeah. Arena had this spell that, like, okay, so everything was like 90-degree blocks, like a bunch of old dungeon crawlers. So you had a spell that could just destroy a block,
Hmm.
and
I mean, you kind of needed that in the earlier games because you just clip through level geometry all the time.
yeah, although after Arena they made Daggerfall and decided, oh, that's lost magic now.
Yeah.
Even though Arena probably only takes place a few years, or Daggerfall probably only takes place a few years after Arena.
I mean, the in-setting explanation for Oblivion not having the levitate spell is it's illegal and they don't teach it in this nation. But the actual reason is because of improvements in the like technology they use in that engine. The world space of the cities isn't actually in the same place as the world space outside the cities. Like, you
Yeah.
can't just hop over the wall and be in the actual real city. You're looking at basically a skybox version of it.
I mean, you technically can.
Well, you
Paintbrushes.
can, but it's empty and you'll fall through the ground forever.
I also love that levitation is illegal. That's just.
This is illegal, you know. Necromancy's illegal too, but you don't see that stopping anyone.
I mean, necromancy being illegal makes sense.
Yeah.
That has some logic to it. Levitation, though. I mean, sure, it's dangerous, but all magic kind of is.
Yeah.
How are they going to
More.
enforce it?
You can run, but you can't glide. So, because of a quirk of the way Morrowind works, the most powerful most powerful and efficient slow spell you can cast is Levitate 1. Just a single point of levitate, but like maxed out blast radius. Just basically for a fireball, but it makes you levitate at a snail's pace instead of moving. And it effectively just completely disables any kind of combat abilities that need something to be moving, because levitate 1 is a fraction of walking speed.
Yeah.
Honestly, the
walking-
spell.
Oh.
Go ahead, James.
And walking speed is already abysmally slow.
Yeah.
Or at least it starts out that way.
Yeah, you do need to increase your various stats to get any kind of decent speed. Ugh. I'm getting some really annoying bots, like liking my tweets again.
Just
No,
keep.
that seems to be a real person. And that's Uzi, who is definitely a real person. Possibly a slime.
A real slime.
Listen, I love slimes.
Oh, well, bet you do.
Like, not even in, like, any wink-wink kind of way. Like, there's this cute fan art of, well, not really fan art, commissioned art of myself insert OC just hanging out with a big slime.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Dungeon that takes 10,000 years to enter because the level requirements are so high.
Dungeon that can only be entered every 10,000 years.
Uh, Slice and dice. Skulls. The Skull Fortress. Yes, it is literally just made of skulls.
Skull.
And yes, it is uncomfortable to walk around in. You know, no one told us to make a fortress out of skulls, or even that it was any, or even suggested that it might be a good
Skulls
idea.
were not generally a good building material. Architects in service of Khorne, the Blood Gods, are often frustrated by how bad a building material they are. Anyway, blood for the Blood Gods, skulls for the Skull Throne.
And you know what? We like a challenge. And boy oh boy, this was not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I love those kinds of villains who just.
You got to commit to the bit.
Yeah. They just have really bad. Oh my god, I'm just talking about Elon Musk. Oh my god.
Yep. It was over. She loved Elon Musk.
Oh, fuck me. Oh,
Yeah.
Christ.
You can do so much better than that, James.
You're right.
I think anyone can, and it's honestly kind of baffling how anything has ever worked for him.
Being rich does protect you from consequences.
Yep. He inherited plenty of money from his father's apartheid emerald mine and has failed upwards.
It's no wonder that he's one of those guys who believes that only a few people actually are people, because, like, when you have that
One
much.
of those.
I guess when you have that much money and only ever interact with rich people, yeah, they probably feel fake to be around because they're just constantly trying to get money.
Well, yeah. Everyone around him who hasn't completely disowned him is probably trying to get his money. Because why else would they hang out with him? He is a incorrigible douchebag. Like, there's nothing good about him.
And really, nothing good about any other rich person. They just
Yeah.
all act like that. They don't really like each other.
Yeah.
That's. Alright, level 46. Wow, that's a lot of MP. Pretty good stat gains. Oh, another level. That's good. Again, more good stat gains. Number go up.
Number go up.
Number go up good.
Yeah, James. Are you laughing about another joke you remembered from something else?
No, this time I kind of wanted to do a Roshi laugh.
Okay.
Huh.
God, James. Okay. How many more streams of this do you think you're going to need to do to get into the dungeon that you need to be max level for or whatever?
I'm thinking about dropping this actually.
Yeah, because if this goes on for another stream, I'm not coming back for it.
Yeah, I'll just. I don't know, maybe I'll just.
Like, I hate to force the issue, I'm just like, I have nothing to say. Yeah.
Ah, fucking. Okay.
But yeah, I'm honestly just digging for dungeoncrawlers.org, a really good resource for, finding out about dungeon crawlers.
Bug Fable's music.
Yeah, I actually cannot hear anything on your end, James.
Really?
No, I can't hear your phone because you're playing music on your phone. It isn't a good way to do this. I did play Heroes of a Broken Land. That was okay, even if the turn-based combat was kind of not really my thing. That's a whole procedurally generated world that you control multiple parties in. So it's got some stuff going for it. It's like, if you want a turn-based dungeon crawler, you could do a lot worse than that. And it's relatively cheap. The Game Jam ones here are all very silly, yeah.
Of course. I could potentially do Ultima.
You could. I've never actually played any of the Ultima games.
I did finish the first one. That's probably like a stream.
Yeah. To be fair, a game that old is probably not that long.
Yeah.
Oh man, I objectively know that VR is a thing, but every time I see, oh yeah, this is a dungeon crawler game in VR, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thing you can do.
Yeah, that would be pretty interesting to play through.
Yeah. some kind of full immersion VR where you get trapped inside.
Oh god. No.
It's not Sword Art Online. It's the game I was actually looking at was called Crypt Crawler. The crypt has a K in it. And I'm like, I don't know how good this is, but it's just like, oh yeah, this very much is the look and feel of a dungeon crawler, but you know, VR.
Yep.
There's a ton of Nipponichi ones, I think.
Oh,
I'm
those
thinking of a
people.
different company. No, there's at least one here. I thought there was more. I must be thinking of another company who just do a similar anime style. As ever, I'm pushing Aeon of Sands the Trail across the table because I think it deserves way more love than it gets.
Hmm.
Fantastic post-apocalyptic desert RPG. It's very much laid out like a choose-your-own-adventure, even though the bits in between those choices are all, you know, fairly lengthy dungeons. It's a really good aesthetic. It looks kind of retro without really having any of the clunkiness of that. What is this other one called? Let's just look up dungeon crawlers and Gunfire Reborn is listed as a dungeon crawler on Steam, and I'm like, you're not technically wrong, but I wouldn't call it that.
Yeah.
Fantastic little game though. Loved it. Loved those furries.
Yeah.
You're not at all going to be surprised that my favorite character in it is the bunny girl.
Well, yeah, we did that stream some time
Yeah,
ago.
because I have played quite a bit of it, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah, Vaporum, I can't remember how it's pronounced, was also a good dungeon crawler. It's a steampunk one. It's got actual voiced narration. It has a story going on, and it's just generally a good game. Yeah.
Favorite dungeon crawler.
Hmm? I'm sorry, what?
Vaporig dungeon crawler.
Okay.
If any of the Disgaea games have like Vapoриgs, you could go into their dungeons because there's like the
Yeah,
item.
I don't think they do. So I was having like I was having difficulty parsing what you were actually saying there, and I'm like, vape rig? Like, something you vape for?
Yep.
And then I was like, oh right, I don't care about this. Because for a second I thought you said, oh, Vaporwave Dungeon Crawler, and I was like, maybe, and then I was
Oh
like,
no.
oh, right, you're making a joke.
Vaporwave dungeon crawler would sound good.
Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, like aping the aesthetics of something like wizardry or something with a very simple. Is that the one with the very much like just outlines that it does? Because wizardry one, no, that's not the one I'm thinking of. Then, there were really early dungeon crawlers that have. Damn, now I'm stuck trying to think of what this is called. Where's the by year?
Oh, like they have like a line style because they didn't.
Yeah, just the like, because early consoles just have the lines that like, just take something like that but have like overly like vaporwave visuals, and lean into the like, take the 80s style of a grid-based dungeon crawler with not very high quality, like not high fidelity graphics, but then kind of that in a vaporwave style. So the dungeon has no roof to it. It's just like endless vaporwave sunset off in the distance.
Oh, that would be cool.
Just like
Vector.
statues, like just like the floral shop thing. The album cover, just like marble busts and stuff everywhere. And just lean into a ridiculous aesthetic for it and make that, as 80s as you can. Make the kind of aesthetic they would do if they had that graphical fidelity back then.
Yeah, vector graphics, I believe, is
Yeah.
what it's called.
Yeah, vector graphics, because you're not storing like a texture or anything. You're storing the line data and just assembling it, because that takes up less memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. There has to be a vaporwave dungeon crawler out there now that we said that.
Uh,
There's some ones that I remember looking at and going, wow, these have really cool aesthetics, and then they have garbage ratings on the Steam store. It's like, yeah, this game doesn't work. This. Because there's this one that has a really neat, like, Japanese folklore aesthetic to it. It's not available on Steam anymore. I don't know why they pulled it down. It's called Haunted Dungeons Hayaki Castle, if anyone wants to look it up. But it's got a really cool looking aesthetic to it, okay? But apparently it's not a very good game. And it's a shame when that happens. It's like, oh, I wish this game was as good as it looked. And I don't know why it's not on Steam anymore. I've not got any message right now. Very mixed reviews, though. Because it gives you the ability to split your party, but in practice it's just, oh, you need to press 2 buttons at once, and you get ambushed while pressing either of them, so good luck.
it attacks you in the pause menu.
Yep, just like Irony.
Oh yeah, that game.
Yeah, Irony is one of the indie RPG Maker horror games that was a big thing at the time and has fallen into obscurity. And honestly, I'm kind of glad because it wasn't great.
There were several versions of it as well, with different plot stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, they did change it up a bit with different versions of it. It's just compared to, say, Abe or Yumeniki, like, it has not stood the test of time. Like, other games that were semi-obscure at that time became newly popular. Irony didn't keep that popularity.
Yeah. They actually made a movie on it, too.
Uh-huh. Ah, the dungeon crawler version of Nightmare, which was not good.
Considering how hard the game show was.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the dungeon crawler was harder. It is not an intuitive game at all. It's possible to die on basically the first screen of the game, because there's a very rapidly moving minecart that you need to board and then leave, and you can just get obliterated by the minecart. If you take too long getting out of it, you take damage, and it goes back the other way. Generally just not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of the many... I'm sorry, one of these things I'm looking at is another one of the many adult dungeon crawlers that are, yeah, exactly what you think. They're all anime.
But yeah, there are a few games that can kill you on the first screen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Uninvited, I think it's called.
Yeah. This one, it just feels like it's a design oversight more than anything.
Yeah. Whereas Uninvited, it's very intentional. You crashed your car, get out of it fast before it explodes.
Yeah. I mean, technically, you die immediately in the game Another World if you stick around on any of the first several screens.
Oh yeah, well, it's a game that kills you a lot. It's a cinematic platformer.
Yeah. Now, there is a game that has stood the test of time. Another World, like, very simple graphics, very simple gameplay, but it's still, like, there's a reason it got released on every console ever.
Yeah, although a few of the puzzles
A few of the
do.
puzzles are kind of obtuse, but it
Yeah.
feels like that's kind of the point of them, really.
Yeah, also it doesn't really teach you that much about charge shots.
Yeah, which are essential.
Yeah. How the first level of charge is a shield and the second level is actually a charge shot. But you need to...
Which you do need to even get past the level you get them from. It's fine.
Also, you have limited ammo. And we're not going to tell you how much you have. There are, like, recharge points for your ammo. Darth Vader is surprised. Thunder! Thunder!
Thunder. Moochie Thunder.
Thunder!
Surprised you haven't.
Oh, sorry.
I'm surprised that you haven't, like, tried streaming any of the Mario RPG, Paper Mario, or Mario Superstar Saga, just like any of those RPGs. I guess Bug Fables is kind of adjacent.
Yeah. Also, Nintendo are kind of assholes about the whole thing.
Okay.
But I probably could. Oh, fuck, I forgot they have swords.
Honestly, I think the only one of those games that I played through by myself was Mario RPG. I
Yeah,
never got to the end of Superstar Saga or whatever one I was on.
I've been Superstar Saga and Partners in Time, and RPG and Paper Mario's up to Super Paper Mario. And I got to the first boss of Sticker Star.
Yeah, I hear very mixed things about Sticker Star.
Yeah. Boss design? Awful.
Yeah. Because there are bits of it people go, actually, this is kind of good, and then they'll talk about, oh, but the combat and the bosses are all terrible.
Yeah, and the bosses require you to carry a certain sticker to them. The game doesn't
Yeah.
really tell you, but you do get it on the way.
Yeah.
At least for the first one. And the thing is that sticker is big and you have a limited inventory of stickers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Amazing. The game called Sticker Star needs you to care about stickers, which I can't, so good luck.
Color Splash has something similar, although they changed how the inventory worked in that, so it's not as debilitating to carry around.
Yeah.
And in Origami King, you didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
In fact, the bosses are the best part of Origami King. Because they have an entirely unique battle system for those. And they're like puzzles. And hey, agility. Oh, I'm the lowest again. Isn't that funny? Have you ever woken up laughing? Like something happened in a dream that was so funny that it made you laugh?
No, James. I think that's just you. Like when I put things in dream journal chat, that's me kind of taking out a lot of the bits that I don't want to talk about.
Oh.
But I don't tend to wake up laughing because nothing in my dreams is that funny.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often for me,
It
but
doesn't happen ever for me.
it has happened. Like at least twice.
Oh, some of these jam games actually look very cute. I'm just gonna drop this one in voice chat. There we go. I missed out on the dungeon crawler jam because I have no attention span, and also I could not get my head around any tutorials for it. But also they're all tutorials for Unity, so that's not going to be a thing going forward, I guess.
Yep.
God, how is this a year where people are just like unbelievably stupid CEOs are just obliterating all goodwill towards their brands? Like, the word tweet was in the dictionary. You can't buy that publicity, and then it's, oh, I'm changing the name to X. It now says post. It's like, why? And it's because there's a guy obsessed with the letter X who thinks it's cool. Ugh.
Now,
Then someone comes along and goes, oh, we're going to retroactively charge successful games for having used our engine.
the guy who did that,
Go ahead.
former head of EA during its absolute worst performing years, too.
Yeah, he was the guy who, as we've said, famously wanted to charge players $1 every time they reloaded a gun in an MMO.
Yeah.
He wanted to literally just bake in that microtransaction, and everybody just revolted over it.
Yeah, he fucked things up so bad at EA, the shareholders kicked him out. He's probably one of those business guys who writes books about how to succeed in business, too.
Yeah, I mean, what's it called? The Dunning-Kruger effect, the people's perceived competence versus their actual competence.
Yep.
Something like that. And it's people who were handed everything. They come from rich families and they get like they have connections and get lucky and then go, oh, I must have gotten here by my own merits. And they really didn't. Honestly, I think this should be the year that we make those people actually realize how much they need us. And or string them up in the streets, whatever's easier, really.
Probably that second one.
What about the second one? For legal reasons, we cannot say to do the second one. Well, actually, we can. Who's gonna stop us? FBI agents watching this stream? Hello.
Glad you stuck with it this far.
Yeah.
This has been a disaster.
We hold all of our terrorism conversations in the middle of 4-hour Dragon Quest streams. Yeah.
Cause it's terror time again. Something, Scooby-Doo. Zombie Island.
I've never seen Zombie Island.
Yeah, it's pretty dark. Like, not anything happens to the gang dark, but like the actual story, the actual stuff that goes on.
Yeah. Oh, you thought this Scooby-Doo movie was for kids? Well, think again. There are zombies in it. God, James.
Like the backstory.
Yeah.
Like at one point, Velma says, "Oh, those guys aren't the bad guys," and it's like, this is not a situation where there are good guys. They're both bad guys in different ways. Well, okay, the Scooby Gang are the good guys, but otherwise, yeah.
What, the Scooby Gang were the villains?
You can watch the Venture Brothers for that.
Yeah, that kind of is the case, really.
Yeah.
Venture Brothers. So, there's a lot of things I love about Venture Brothers. Like, it's basically a lot of the stuff about the guild being like a supervillain union. There's a lot of bizarre backstory stuff that I'm like, okay, that works. This is a very pulpy setting. There's a handful of things in it that I'm like, oh yeah, this is the reason I can't recommend this to people.
Yeah, especially
like basically half of Sergeant Hatred is a character, which sucks because they clearly do not want to acknowledge that anymore because they're like, oh yeah, we can't actually make him a likable character while having this as an aspect of him.
right.
Yeah. Oddly, like the Dr. Girlfriend or Dr. Mrs. the Monarch having a voice that you could think is a transphobic joke, like eventually you just stop noticing that. It's just like, yeah, that's just what she sounds like.
They do sort of
and
acknowledge.
She's a great character.
Yeah, they do sort of acknowledge it and sort of make it like a more positive thing.
Yeah.
Oh man. So remember when I shared the 90s Johnny Quest stuff in the cartoons chat and it had the hilarious CGI Quest World stuff?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like that was the first Johnny Quest thing I saw.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that there was like some other version.
Oh yeah, Johnny Quest has been around a long time. Action Johnny in the Venture Brothers was meant to be the same character, but then they were told you can't keep having him be the same character. That's like, this destroys him as a brand if you keep doing this. Like, illegally you have to make him a parody. And it works. It's still like identifiably the same character, but you know, through the filter of Venture Brothers, you know?
Yeah.
There's some genuinely, like, good moments with him and his old arch nemesis.
Uh, but yeah, the Johnny Quest World stuff, which was maybe hacking into computers and sort of has access to the spirit world. It's some weird.
All of us have access to the spirit world. The trick is getting back.
Well, yeah. Oh, okay then. That had a point. But yeah, there's also some stuff that. There's also some, like, dark stuff that happened in that. Like, people died a lot. Obviously, not the main characters.
Yeah, people die in children's cartoons. It's just a thing. It doesn't make them, oh, this was secretly for adults. It's
Yeah, people.
yeah, and I hate when people actually try and make that argument because what kind of cartoons were they watching as kids? I was watching ones that had plenty of violence, even if they weren't allowed to say the word die.
They were passively watching those shows, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not as annoying as the theory people. Like, oh, this.
Yeah, what if all of the Rugrats were dead all along?
Well, it's not even a what if. They just say, oh, this happened.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, and the things that contradict this are all hallucinations. It's like, great, thanks.
It's just. It's so lazy.
Yeah, it's just. It's the what if it was all a dream ending, but like retroactively applying it to someone else's work.
Uh. Ah, the hand.
It's a handle.
The hand of fury? gooey metal things. We love those.
We love the liquid metal Terminator from Terminator 2 Judgment Day, aside from the fact that he's a cop. In fairness, he did kill a cop.
Yeah, but then he tried to kill children, so...
Yeah.
So he acted like a cop.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I wanted to... Ah, well. uh... God, morning. I hope you have a safe trip. Sruffa. Splurch.
Okay. Yeah.
Slap that Wyvern.
Mhm.
Here we are, just slapping people with our swords.
Oh, here is a dungeon crawler which has in its feature list Light Yuri brackets girl ex girl romance, and I'm like, yeah, okay. Looks ridiculously anime, but I'm also like, yeah, sure.
All dungeon crawlers are romantic in a way.
Yeah, obviously. Like that, but unironic.
You leveled up from Yuri.
Mm-hmm. That's my main level up mechanic.
This too is Yuri.
So many gameplay videos.
Hup, 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 hup.
Never mind. Gameplay video that I saw was immediately weird about the child character, and I'm like, nope. Not even seeing the name of that game then.
Of course.
Alright. The bar is so low.
Don't you play victory music when they flee? This too is Yuri. Boom. No, not boom. Exploded. Exploded. Exploded.
The explosion spell is called a Ligma.
Oh, I forgot the name of the I legitimately forgot the name of the person who was talked about in that meme.
Dr. Manhattan is the one doing the exploding. Rorschach, sorry, is the one making the explosion happening. Sorry, that needs to be disambiguated. Rorschach is the one actually physically exploding.
Who was the guy who died of Ligma again?
Steve Jobs.
That's it. Okay, I keep thinking it was John something.
So sad. Steve Jobs died of Ligma. Who the hell is Steve Jobs?
I love exploding people. Isn't that right, voice recorder? Of course. Hey, 55. 5-5. 5 to 5. Mondays through Fridays. Wait. eat it, bears. Here's your honey. What? Wyverns, wyverns, wyverns. Wyverns, wyverns. Goopy. Explosions. Having wings, being able to fly, that's probably fun. Or probably tiring. You know what? Fuck it. Everyone's a dragon.
Be dragon us all.
That got created as a dragon. More. Must have more. Wait, does Speed Dragon work on those? It might, actually. Welp. Experiment inconclusive. Oh. Alright then. Ooh, surprise round.
This is just a rival adventuring party. They're on their own quest. We're just beating them up.
And turning into dragons. We are the Dragon Quest now. You know, more RPGs need to do that. Just have, like, bosses that are just a rival party.
There's multiple encounters in Baldur's Gate 2 who are like rival adventuring parties of different types. A lot of them are optional though.
Neat.
Like you don't have to fight them. This is they're an adventuring party living in an inn. Oh, staying at an inn. Presumably they don't live there even though they never leave. And they just got good loot, so you kill them to get that loot, I guess. And there's several of those.
Also in the DLC for 1, I noticed that there's like 6 people who happen to be in a very familiar formation.
Mm-hmm.
And they just sort of walk around, walk back and forth.
So, in Throne of Baal, you can actually run into a group of rookie adventurers who are basically what you would have been at the start of the trilogy, in that they are level 1 adventurers. And you can set them a quest at one point if you don't want to do something. And if you do that, they try and jump you, get obliterated automatically because your party are so powerful. And then the game shows a loading screen as they load up their old save. And they go, oh yes, here's your item. We don't want any reward, and they just leave. It's great.
God damn it. Who runs away from a dragon, I ask you? Especially 3 dragons. ice spheres. Oh, that completely destroyed them. Okay, so also the DLC for Baldur's Gate 1 has a quest where you move like 20 sacks of grain from one box to another that is close to that box. And then when you report back to the person, they're like, do it again. You didn't ask for important work. And so you do it again, and he's like, oh, I didn't think you would actually do it again. And you get a bunch of experience for it. And several buffing potions.
Yeah. The really funny thing is that's a quest you get whilst infiltrating like an enemy fortress.
Yep.
And that's the oh yeah, we're the new guys kind of thing. And they're like, listen, I literally don't care, I just think it's funny to make you haul sacks of grain across the cave.
Yeah. Also, Bee Dragon works out well. When it actually, works. You seem to go first when you're a dragon, so be dragon. Blue streak, bright eyes, Sonic the Hedgehog. That's not how the song goes.
That is not how the song goes, James.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Do you want me to link that song for you?
No, I don't think so. No,
Too
I
bad,
don't
I'm
feel
going to do
like
it.
He's the fastest thing alive.
He was the bestest thing alive.
Flamethrowers.
Yeah, I've done enough Sonic lore dumps on streams for this week. Yes, I'm aware it's only Wednesday. I was on Bad Space King's stream talking about Sonic the Hedgehog lore again. Keeps happening. I have so much to tell.
What a week for Sonic lore dumps. It's only Wednesday. Everyone loves the Sonic the Hedgehog. He's a terrific athlete. Uh, these grapes are succulently crushing my windpipe. Ooh, but they're seedless. Honk, chomp, chomp. The Wing of Y. Hey everyone, did you know? Movies exist.
Oh hey, Blood Bowl round is advanced. I can't play my match now, even though I'm up against... Yeah, I'm up against the human AI team. The one who has nothing that can match my team.
I guess I should call it after this then.
Yeah. Now, I'm saying I've got like a week to play this match. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Guess we're sticking with this then.
Yep. A full week of Dragon Quest grinding. Listen, James, you could have... Well, I know you usually grind off screen, but you could just go, okay, Game Shark code, we're all level 90 now, why not? And we would not have missed out on 4 hours of Dragon Quest grinding on stream. Don't do this, James. 8 hours if you count last week, which I do. I don't get why you think this is fun. Just cheat. God. Somehow all of the, like, extremely bloodthirsty players are in one of the sides of the league, so we're way ahead of the other side. This one has me and George and all of the other players that actually move in our circle.
Oh no, that's not returns. Oh, who cares? Okay. Now is the spell of return.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Calling it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the end of that.
Yes, that is the end of that, isn't it?
Yeah. Alright, next time. Well, next time is Saturday, and we will hopefully be finishing up Parasite Eve 2.
Parasite Eve 2, and then moving on to Parasite Eve 3.
No!
Oh, no. I don't
Not
even know if
that
there
one.
is a 3.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no there isn't, it's terrible, that was it.
Yeah, it's terrible and creepy.
Yeah.
But I think next Wednesday, I'm just gonna do something else. That's like actual progress. Like probably first person dungeon crawler.
Alright then,
Hopefully.
James, listen, either pick one, or I will just give you a gigantic list.
All right. Well then.